Alright, well I know a lot of people have been asking me about this one and I finally got my hands on them. This is the Roadie Music Game Gear DP-500 Double Pedals. Basically the big brother to the SP-500 single pedal. If you have not watched my review on the SP-500, I would highly recommend it. I'm going to kind of gloss over a lot of the stuff on this pedal because it's very similar to the SP-500. So I would recommend going to this link and watching the review for the SP-500 before watching this one, and then come back to this. So you're still with me? You came back? Good, alright, moving on. So, like I said, this is the Roadie Music Game Gear DP-500. New England Music Supply sent this to me to do a review on. So I'm going to go over the features of this. Like I said a few seconds ago, this is very similar to the SP-500, except of course that this is a double pedal set. So you've got your master pedal, your slave pedal, the connecting rod of course, and the two beaters. Just like with the SP-500, this comes with two quad beaters, exactly the same as the Pearl Eliminator quad beaters, with the flat and rounded plastic side and the flat and rounded felt side, so you can turn it to use whichever side you wish. One of the neat features of this is that instead of having your drum key and hex keys just loose and running around all over the place so you can lose them, on the master pedal, if you can see right here, it's got a little holder to keep them all nice and handy for you. Now, unlike some other double pedal sets like the Yamaha Flying Dragons that I've used in other videos, you cannot split these into two single pedals, but you bought these to use as double pedals anyway, right? So why would you want two single pedals? Both of the beater holders are on the master pedal. The slave pedal does not have one, so you cannot attach a beater to this pedal. You've purchased a double pedal set, you can only use it as a double pedal set. Of course, you can use this as a single, you just can't use it as two separate singles. I wanted to make that perfectly clear. This is not available for purchase separately, just like the SP-500 is not, but if you go to New England Music Supply and you purchase a kick trigger like the Roland KD8 or Yamaha KP65, along with the Roadie Kick Box RB bundled together, you can add on this pedal for $80, as opposed to the SP-500, which is a $40 add-on. Let me talk a bit briefly about the construction of the pedal itself. Again, this is an all-metal pedal. Everything about it is metal except for these rubber feet on the bottom. You've got a solid base plate on both the master and the slave pedal. It is a double chain drive from the cam to the footboard. You've got both of the springs for both pedals are on the master pedal. You do have carpet spikes on this. So if you've got carpet and you don't want it sliding around, just extend the carpet spikes with these screws here on the bottom and it won't be moving around on you. I didn't find them necessary on my Berber carpet. I found that these rubber feet here on the bottom held it pretty much in place where I wanted it to. Adjustments on this pedal are fairly similar to the SP-500. Got your drum key handy right here. If you need to move the primary beater to the side at all, you loosen the bottom screw here and then you can slide it left and right. You've got a little bit of movement there, but not much. And then of course if you want to adjust the angle of it, you use this screw and that allows you to adjust the angle of the beater and footboard. And you would do the exact same thing if you want to adjust the beater angle for the slave pedal. You would do that with this screw and that would adjust the beater angle here. And adjusting the spring tension, you know, for the master side is this spring, for the slave side is this spring. And your beaters go into this exactly the same way they do on the SP-500. See, I told you should have watched the SP-500 video first. You just slide the beater right in, and I know you have 3 screws here. Again, this one is for the memory lock on the beater. This one is to tighten the beater into the pedal. The middle one here now. I know this starts to get confusing. Tighten this, and your beater is now set. Again, you do the same thing with your second one. And you tighten the middle screw, and then all that's left is to attach the second pedal. And then attaching the two pedals is pretty much a piece of cake. If you take a look at the connecting rod, you'll see that right here where the screw is on top, it's sort of a half moon shape. It's rounded on the bottom and then flat on the top. And this is shaped exactly the same way. So what you want to do is this screw goes on top, slides right on, tighten on one side, and do the same thing on the other pedal. Now for this one you're going to have to actually, let me get this in the frame, you're going to actually have to rotate this so the pedal comes up like that. Once you do that, you'll notice the flat part of this thing will be on the top. Slide it on, tighten the screw, and you're all done. Pedals are connected together. And this is what they look like when they're all put together. Press down the right pedal and the right beater moves. Press down on the left pedal, left beater moves. Very simple. If you want to adjust how far apart the pedals are, all you have to do is unscrew these two screws, and this will slide out here. Undo these two screws and this will slide out here like that. And when you got it set to where you want, just tighten the screws back and then it won't move anymore. So value-wise, for $80, I really don't think you can beat this. I've played on some other under $100 double pedals. There's one from PDP that broke on me in less than a month. And there really are very few other options out there for less than really $150. I can't tell you that this is going to be as good as, you know, a $350 Flying Dragon set or you know, a Pearl Eliminator 2002. But for an $80 set, you are not going to find a better value for a set of double pedals, especially with double chain drive and quad beaters and all the other features that this one has. So really, if you're looking to buy a kick trigger and a kick box bundle and you don't have a pedal, or you have a single pedal and you want to upgrade to double pedals, then this is really the set for you. Unless you really want to go out and spend $150, $200, $300 on a set of double pedals, then this is really going to be your best bang for your buck. And that's it for the Roadie Music Game Gear DP-500 double pedal set. Like mentioned earlier, this is not available for purchase individually, but you can buy it as an add-on when you buy a kick trigger and Roadie Kick Box RB bundle. Just head on over to NewEnglandMusicSupply.com, click on the Roadie Game Gear section over on the left, and pick yourself up a kick trigger and Roadie Kick Box RB bundle. Scroll down to the pedal add-on section. You can add on one of these DP-500 pedals for $80.